Hello and welcome, y'all. Today we're going to be taking a look at Voyagers of Nera. We're going to be doing a quick video just going over where you can find some of the ores in the different biomes for this game. So it's not going to be anything crazy long, not going to be anything crazy in depth, but I hope it helps you out a little bit and I hope you enjoy. So kick back, relax, grab your snacks, and let's get to it. So the first ore we're going to be looking at is just the basic stone that you would harvest from the beginning. So you just grab your pickaxe and you can farm away at it. And it's pretty much everywhere you could possibly imagine, all over the beginning biome area. So it's not anything really to show amazing areas to get it. I mean, right here at the very beginning where you start, there's plenty of it. It ain't too bad. But the next one we're going to be looking at is the Sharpstone. So the Sharpstone, we're going to head over to Ancient's Rest with the big old ancient Titan head right there. That's going to be one of the good areas to get Sharpstone. Not really a whole lot of enemies you have to fight to get to it. I think maybe like 3 enemies, level 5. And there's plenty of Sharpstone there. There are other spots around the starter area to get plenty of Sharpstone. This is just one area where you can get quite a bit right at the beginning. Basically, the majority of the islands where you see the spiky rocks like this right here is going to be where you can find some Sharpstone. So you can keep an eye out for those, check out any islands you see, but there's quite a bit right here. So right there, in Ancient's Rest. So it's a pretty good spot. Ain't too bad. Keep in mind the Sharpstone is very heavy, so you won't be able to carry too much, but as long as you brought a ship over, you can put your ore on the ship and you'll be perfectly fine. That's pretty much all for the beginning biome. After you cross the deep and you go into the reef, we are going to be checking out the ore in the second biome. So over here, we have tide metal ore. So there's also quite a few spots to get tide metal ore here. I'm only going to show a couple that I like to use just because, one, there's a lot there. Two, it's also a spot that is right near my base. So I like it for that reason as well. But if you come over here to this giant skull of some kind of creature, there's going to be a lot of mines in the water. I've already blown the ones up that were here, but you can blow them up that way you don't have to deal with them, or just surf around them or swim around them. It's no big deal. There's no enemies really to worry about. But right here on the map, that's what you're aiming for. Got that big old creature skull thing. And then we're just going to head on into the mouth here. But yeah, like I said, there's mines, so just be cautious of those, or blow them up like I did, either way. But there's a few here. A few tide metal ore, nothing crazy, but it's enough to get you started, and you can keep refarming it as it respawns as well. So you can just keep coming back. It's right next to my base, that's why I use this one more than anything. So that is one spot there that's really easy to get it pretty early on into this biome. But we're going to head over to another spot that has more tide metal ore. So we're going to sail over this direction here. Aiming for the giant hand. Floating. Well, not floating. Grasping, I guess. We're going to go around back of it real quick. And there is a cave that we're looking for to the right over here. Right there. Again, no enemies to worry about. Nothing like that. You just sail on up here. Swim or surf into this little cave area. And you have plenty of tide metal over here. This is also a very easy spot to come and get some more tide metal ore. Right here near Ancient Grasp. And I'm going to show you another spot as well. So we're going to go ahead and head in that direction and enjoy the lovely, lovely sunset as we go. Alright, we're coming up on the cave entrance here. So as you can see that little cave right there, we're going to aim for that. I'm going to go ahead and hop off. Go to surf our way in. And this is where you can find another decent size amount of tide metal ore that you can harvest. So we are about here on the map. Where the Whisper Ruins. Windswept Ruins, good lord. This is what we're looking at here when it comes to the tide metal ore. So we have a few nodes. So it's not too bad. So there's 3 decent spots there for the tide metal ore. That should definitely help you along. But like I said before, there's plenty more all around. So it's just a matter of exploring and finding them. But there's definitely a lot you can get here. I hope those helped you guys out. But next we're going to cross over into the deep again. And we're going to go look for emerite ore. So this third biome, as you can pretty much see once you're here, it is covered in massive, massive trees. So the emerite ore is going to be all up on these big trees. So everywhere you find a giant tree, you have a pretty good chance of finding some emerite ore. What I usually do just to get up there quickly is I just bring wood with me, build some stairs, since there's no stability loss with the building, and I just climb away, harvest all the ore I can find. This area right here I farm a lot just because it's right next to where I built, and it's right near the beginning respawn area for this biome. So it's right there, right at the start, guaranteed 2 nodes. You can re-farm these as they come back. That's the one that I use more than anything at the moment, but I am still pretty new to this biome. I have not completed the game yet. If you guys know of any other really good spots for the emberite ore, definitely let me know. And I know I was saying the name wrong for a while, so I do apologize. But yeah, that's what we were looking at there. That's where I get my emberite ore at the moment until I venture more into the 3rd biome. But I hope this video helped you guys with finding some of the ore throughout all 3 biomes. Again, as I've said before, I know there are other locations to get each of the different ores, but these are just the ones that I like to use, and this is just me trying to help you guys. If you don't know about these areas, I hope you enjoy. Please remember to like and subscribe so you don't miss any content coming in the future. I do want to give a shout out to the members of the Chaos Crew. You guys are absolutely amazing. I appreciate all the love and support that you give, and a special shout out to the ultimate Chaos Crew member, the 𝓘𝓶𝓹𝓸𝓻𝓽. You are amazing, my friend. Thank you so much for the extra support that you give and just for everything. You guys are awesome. I have a link in the top right to another one of my YouTube videos if you'd like to check it out. And remember, you are freaking amazing.